The Athene Real Talk podcast explores controversial ideas to stimulate debate and active thinking. These ideas do not always reflect Athene's personal views. Welcome to the Athene Real Talk podcast.
He has been called the best gamer in the world, hands down.
World-famous gamer and philanthropist Athene.
Gaming for Good, it's called, has raised more than $20 million.
Using his notoriety to raise money for charity.
On activism, science, culture, and self-development.
Proud to have him in the studio today. I would not want to take you on in a video game.
It is possible to go to the essence and say, like, I'm not gonna do what is wrong anymore. I'm gonna do what is right. But it's not that easy. People that felt like they were selfish assholes and they've done a lot of misery shit in their life. They've hurt other people or whatever. You can't just go like, I'm gonna be a nice guy from now on. I'm not gonna do what's wrong. Because you need to, give meaning to all the wrongdoing you did. You need to be able to forgive yourself. But that's really hard. Because forgiving yourself requires you to say like, I didn't know any better. But you did know better. So how do you forgive yourself when you knew what was the right thing to do, yet you didn't do it? By going back in time. If you go back enough when you were really this child that wanted to do good, innocently, and you realize that by growing up, it got poisoned or it got filled up with wrong conditioning, you can relate to that essence. Because all of your essence, everybody here in the room, even the people that came over, the people that leave, your essence is selfless. Your essence is pure. You want to do what is right on a fundamental level. You just gotta be able to ping towards it, and by going back in time, you can relive that state, and as a result, you can cleanse yourself from within, and then you have the ability to forgive yourself. And it brings about a lot of emotion, because some people did a lot of fucked up shit, but that's how it goes, And as a result, when you do that, you have a much easier time just saying like, yeah, it ain't about me, it's about others. Well, not even about others, it's about life. It's about consistency. And consistency means you start understanding even what the concept is of life. Because even to say it's about life, you need language and all that stuff. You need reason, understanding. But either way, I'm not going to go too complex in that regard. So I just want to say that everyone is pure in the center, in the core. But of course, you got to get there. And if you have sinned throughout your life, it's very hard to forgive yourself. But in light of this essence, this inner core, you can do it. Don't judge yourself. Don't blame yourself. Just be truly honest. When you grew up, things just happened the way they happened, Helping people is largely unrewarding, I find. Magic Jim. You don't help people because it's rewarding. You help people because it's the right thing to do. Your mother took care of you, even when she went through shit. Sometimes we can look at our parents and think, the only reason why you took care of me is because it made you feel better. Then you're really an idiot. Your parents have to go through a lot of shit to take care of you. It's unconditional. I'm actually going to read you guys a little text that I wrote yesterday. Backstory, yesterday I started realizing, making connections. I wrote this in 5 minutes and I didn't edit it. Like really one flow came from the heart. I'm going to read it for you guys. And it's going to be maybe the ending of the docu. We will see. It's going to be improved. But this is just what I wrote in 5 minutes yesterday when I really went like, this is the shit. If we define love as unconditional giving, then love is all around us. It is in the structures left behind by our ancestors or the heritage of our grandparents. It is in the care our parents have given us or the cells that make us who we are. It is in the social structure all around us and the safety net that is forged into laws to protect us. It is in the sun that shines and all the beauty around us. But when we make life about ourselves, when we see everything around us as what we can take rather than what we can give back, then deep inside of us, we don't allow ourselves to see this unconditional beauty, as we know we aren't doing what is right and we don't deserve it. On the other hand, if we allow ourselves to be what we are and see our life for what it truly is, then we realize that life is about a lot more than just us. It is about truly caring and doing what is right. It's about giving back and using our understanding to combat ignorance. It is about trusting in our own true self and let us guide by the intuition that knows what is right and wrong. And no matter what challenges we face, when our heart guides us with reason on its side rather than ego, identity, or the eyes of others, then we don't have to ponder anymore about our own imagined problems because life is bigger than us. Then we don't have to regret or feel guilt because we know our intentions are pure and we did the best we could at the time with our knowledge. This is when we align ourselves with what we truly are and change the world for the better. Because just as we are a part of life, life is an even bigger part of us. And when you really truly just accept that on a fundamental level, you start seeing the beauty all around you because it's also within you. You stop taking everything for granted, thinking it's all about you. Selfishness has to feed from the injustice in the environment. If it doesn't feed, then it cannot justify itself. So you block yourself from everything that is good in the world. You just see the evil. You don't see your parents taking care of you, going through struggles. No, you see them like, oh, they just did it because they felt better or whatever. You don't see the social structures that have been fought by our own grandfathers and our ancestors died for your rights. You wouldn't take that shit for granted. You wouldn't look at the sun and go like, oh, there's sunlight, I gotta pay for it. Because when you start believing life is all about you and getting as much as you can, you don't see what it's giving you. You can't even breathe it to its fullest. The moment you start realizing it, you allow yourself to be truly what you are. You start connecting with your environment. You start seeing there ain't no difference between you and others. Don't make it about yourself, because it ain't about you. It's relieving. It's liberating, man. And I know from now on, I will attract people that have a heart. People that come over here, they will say, I'm coming because I want to do the right thing, because it ain't about me. And I tell you, once it's that, you're laying the way to heaven. Because heaven and hell ain't after you die. Heaven and hell is what you breathe every single moment. It's the choices you make. It's the duality you experience when you know you're doing what is wrong. It's the present you experience, the joy when you know what you do is right. That is what heaven and hell is. That's what karma is. It's right now. You guys feel miserable. Why? Because you make it about you. Life ain't about you. Don't lie. Stop the fucking lie. The moment you do, you start seeing everything for what it is. You start seeing the beauty. You guys know this is true. It doesn't have to be this way. And if you feel really guilt and it's really hard for you to overcome this because you know like deep inside you made wrong choices, go deeper. Because when you were a child, all of you had this sense of righteousness and you let it go. You let it go because people punished you for it. You got bullied for it. You got told you got to be stronger. Don't be a fool. Don't be too nice. So you learned how to not be taken advantage of by starting to take advantage. You started feeding on it to the extent where you forgot what you truly are. Well, I'm saying right now, rise up from within. That's how we fucking change the world together. That's how we start truly connecting. That's how we start truly living. Stop the lies. Love is about understanding. It's unconditional giving and it's all around you. Omega says you feel depressed when you lose. Let me tell you, Mr. Omegash. You want to stop losing? Well, I'll give you the remedy to never lose again in your life. Every single moment, trust in your own reasoning to do what is right. Don't let it be defined by other people telling you what to do, how to live. Believe how you, yourself, with your understanding and with your drive to do what's right. Follow it blindly. And whatever happens, when it ain't about you, you always act with pure intentions. You never have to feel guilty again. You will never lose, no matter what happens. Because you only get stronger. You only learn more. And the less biased you are, the more you follow your logic and your understanding rather than your fear and your identity, ego, or the eyes of others, what other people say, the more you grow from within. And you're unstoppable. Look at me. I'm a perfect example. And there is no difference between me and you. Deep inside, we're all the same. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys rather than making money. I could be successful making money, being famous. I choose this path because it was the right thing to do. I could have been so much bigger on Twitch. I could have been so much bigger on YouTube, make so much money, live a bay life. But no, I didn't do that. And you know, the reason why I even got there is because I always followed doing the right thing. I never look back with shame or guilt. I look back just with a detached view on how can I learn, how can I improve. Of course there is setbacks, but the setbacks are not within. The setbacks are external. Within, I only move forward. If you follow your intuition and your reason, you will never lose. The only setbacks is in reality when maybe something didn't work out or whatever, but you don't identify with it. You don't internalize it because you knew that you did the best you could. Because you were not part of the equation. You did it with a true heart. It's that simple. That's why I can go around, walk around like a prince, like a king, no matter what happens. Even in the future, when I'm dying in a fucking little sludge or the sewers, I'm not going to feel bad about what I did because I did the right thing. I'm going to be laying there with a smile, saying I know what I did was right. When people were in World War II, right? Because this is something for a lot of people to realize, because it goes really like that. People in World War II, right? When the Jews were being seen as the black sheep, the evil of Germany. I'm in Germany right now, like not even so long ago. It happened right here. Literally, physically, right here, 75 years ago. There was people that saw what happened and took Jews into their basement, put them after their hidden rooms or whatever, even though they knew they could get executed. And then you had people that were going around trying to point fingers, saying like, hey, they're there to the SS, so they got some extra benefits. If you go to the people like, why did you put these people in the basement? Why did you risk your life? Do you know what they say, all of them? Because it was the right thing to do. You know what the others say? They say, das haben wir nicht gewusst. Go look it up. History. Bullshit. You have a choice. All of you guys have a choice to do what is right. And of course, maybe it needs some soul crunching and some forgiveness. But I can tell you, if you do what is right, you can stand in front of the shooting peloton and look in the eyes of the people shooting you with a smile on your face, because you know you did what is right, even if you get shot for it. Because life ain't about you. And if you understand that and you walk like that, there is nothing that can stop you. Ever. That's how we conquer worlds. That's how we make progress. And when we see it in others, we call them heroes. No, it's in all of us. In you as well. You just gotta believe. Trust in your own intuition, in your own understanding of what is right. Not be biased. Don't let fear and doubt guide you through identity or ego or whatever the fuck. Or other people decide for you what is right or wrong. Think for yourself. So what I want to say, for the people that want to come over, feel free to do so. You guys are always welcome to come over if your heart is in the right place, or if your reason is in the right place as well, because both lead to the same place, where life is about life.
Subscribe to youtube.com/AtheenWins. Watch the live stream at twitch.tv/AtheenLive and follow The Real Athene on Snapchat.